Welcome back to the Anime Audit. This Secret Fact episode, we are looking into One Piece's Zoro. Who better to follow up on after auditing Straw Hat Luffy than the Straw Hat Pirates number 2? This green-haired swordsman is one of my favorite characters in all of anime, and I'm excited to share some secret information that I was able to find. Number 1. Zoro is obviously one of the most popular characters in One Piece, and more notably anime in general, but did you know that Zoro consistently comes in as the second most popular One Piece character? He's placed second in every poll, except for in 2015 when Law took his place. That was rather short-lived though, since Zoro quickly took over second place again in the next poll in 2017. Zoro is also ranked as the 5th most popular character of all time on my anime list. In both lists he falls right behind his captain Luffy, but this shows that despite being in a supporting role, Zoro is a beloved character. This goes to show just how well written he is, and just how influential he has been to anybody experiencing anime or reading manga. Number 2. In Volume 3 of the manga, Oda informed us that he had originally planned for Zoro to be Buggy's bodyguard. Oda also described Buggy's crew as a family unit in which Zoro was the elder brother. It's interesting to think of what could have happened in this universe. I would still assume that Zoro would leave Buggy's side and join Luffy, but it's pretty interesting to think he left one future Yonko for another. Number 3. Zoro has occasionally appeared wearing glasses in some of the color illustrations by Oda and in the 11th opening of the anime, which he can be seen on screen right now. It's an interesting aspect of Zoro's character, and I hope we will see more of it. Number 4. A lot of Zoro's attacks are actually sushi themed, or have religious references. Some examples of this are Purgatory Onigiri, Yaki Onigiri, and his two-sword style nigiri. A lot of his attacks also reference animals, like Toragari, which means tiger hunting, Toro Nagashi, which means wolf stream, and Tatsumaki, which means dragon twister. There are many more, but these are just a few notable ones. Number 5. Zoro frequently pops up in pop culture. In an episode of The Simpsons, Homer Simpson can be seen wearing Zoro's outfit in the Halloween special. In Re:Zero, the main character, Subaru, quoted Zoro's famous words to Mihawk, "A wound on one's back is the shame of a swordsman," he said after reviving from being previously stabbed in the back. Number 6. Zoro is the first known person since Ryuma to kill a dragon, an act which made the latter a legend. Both of them also killed the dragon in the exact same way, by decapitation in the air. Number 7. If One Piece was set in the real world, then Zoro would be from Japan, which makes sense considering the fact that he is a samurai after all. Oda also told us that if Zoro was a real person, he'd be a police officer. This falls in line with his previous profession of being a pirate hunter. Number 8. It was revealed in an interview with Oda and the author of Rurouni Kenshin, whom Oda had worked for as an assistant before starting One Piece, that Oda intended to make Zoro a one-eyed character very shortly after starting One Piece, around a decade before Zoro would go on to lose his left eye. It's interesting to see that this was planned at the start, and then eventually it came to fruition later on in the story. I'm really excited to see where this plot goes and how it progresses Zoro as a character. Number 9. Other than taking naps, Zoro usually sleeps at 4 a.m., and he's right back at it at 7 a.m. He just takes 3 hours to sleep. This lifestyle pretty well lines up with that of a swordsman like Zoro. His hardworking nature is exactly why he's the vice captain. Although his terrible sleep schedule does mean he spends a considerable amount of time napping, but he's already achieved a lot at a young age. Number 10. Zoro is the only Straw Hat pirate to be named after a real-life pirate, this being Francais Lolané, who was a French pirate alive during the 1660s. Lolané was active all throughout the Caribbean and was quite handy with a sword and known for being really ruthless. Number 11. If Zoro were to be given a devil fruit, he would actually be using Kaido's fruit. Well, more or less his sword would be. This fruit is one of the most powerful, considering it helped Kaido become the powerhouse that he is, and he's feared throughout the entire One Piece universe after all. Could you imagine Zoro having this power on his sword? I personally don't think that Zoro would actually use this devil fruit. I think that he would prefer not to have a devil fruit, that he would actually be as strong as he is by his own sheer determination and practice, and not by his sword consuming a devil fruit. I think that would be a cop-out to him, and Zoro would like to achieve his goals without the help of a fruit like that. Number 12. Zoro and Killer share some similarities as members of the Worst Generation. They are the only members who are subordinates rather than captains. They are both swordsmen, and they are the only ones that don't have a devil fruit. Although Killer has the weakness of a user after eating a defective smile fruit. As a result, Zoro is the only member of the Worst Generation to not have a devil fruit at all. Number 13. It's always interesting to look at the voice actors of your favorite characters. For Zoro, his Japanese voice actor also voices Mugen from Samurai Champloo, and more notably Fake Sanji, during his rise to fame right after the time skip. Zoro's English voice actor has a few more roles. This voice actor is Christopher Sabat and has had a ton of major roles throughout his career, including voicing major characters like Vegeta, Piccolo, both from Dragon Ball Z. Outside of DBZ, he has voiced Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho, All Might from My Hero Academia, and Alex Louis Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. Number 14. Zoro is one of the only Straw Hat pirates that Luffy personally sought out to join his crew. This fact definitely speaks to how highly Luffy thinks of him, and just how much he means to the Straw Hat Pirates as a whole. Well, that's all I've got on Zoro. Let me know if there are any other interesting facts that you were able to uncover, or let me know your favorite down in the comments below.